Hello Glamours and welcome back to my channel, and if you are new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. Now don't forget to click on the subscribe button and that notification bell for more upcoming future videos. I would love to give a special thank you to you, my subscribers, for all the get well wishes and prayers that I have received. Without you, I would not be here today. And if you're not aware by now, I have a second DIY channel coming for kids mid this June. I'll have the link below if you would like to subscribe ahead. And for my fan base, now I have merch linked on my main channel. For my first DIY, I'll be making a Chanel body form lamp, and I'll be using the Chanel dress photos as my inspiration. To start off, I'll be using two black soft wire baskets that I purchased from Dollar Tree. Next, I'll be using meat cutting scissors to cut off the wire on the top part and bottom part of the baskets. And don't forget to follow me on my social media platforms. Next, I use my scissors to cut the basket open, and I'll be repeating the same steps on both. Next, I'll be cutting out 5 inches. I'll use my jewelry bending tool to start bending in the sharp edges. Once that was done, I'll close it in and hold it in place with zip ties. I am so excited to be doing my voiceovers again, even though I am not 100% better, but the show must go on. I'll have a complete list of all items used for all DIYs in the description bar below. I repeated the same steps on the next, and for the top I made it into a 4-inch circle and the bottom 6-inch circle. Next I'll be cutting out a sweetheart neckline. Next I'll take my bending jewelry tool and I'll start creating a waistline by simply squeezing the wires together and keep repeating the same steps until I'm satisfied with the shape. I'll be repeating the same steps around the neckline. The bottom part I'll be repeating the same steps so I may attach both pieces together and have a mermaid shaped dress. I'll attach both pieces together using zip ties. On the bottom part, I'll be shaping it into a mermaid shaped dress. For the remainder of this DIY, I use my strongest glue sticks. Next, I'll be using loose acrylic diamonds, and I already started applying them on the bottom part of the dress, and now I will continue on the top part. And this was very easy to do. I used my L-shaped bending tools and I applied hot glue on the back side of the acrylic diamond, and then I start applying them around the neckline. I'll be using metallic silver pearl wrap, and I'll be cutting into 14 inches, and then I cut them into single strips right up to the edge. Next I use one oval shaped large acrylic diamond and I glue the strips on the back. Next, I glued it in the center of the sweetheart neckline and I let the strips drape down in a staggered position on both sides and then I'll glue them on the back side of the dress. I'll be using a large cardboard tubing and I'll be cutting it to size that I need and then I'll be covering with the same black glossy contact paper. Next, I'll be using one 12-inch embroidery hoop and I'll place a 5-inch round styrofoam in the center and I'll take large skewers and cut them to size and then I'll be gluing them on the sides of the styrofoam in a vertical and horizontal position. And here I'm making the base for my lampshade. Next, I took poster board and I cut it to 6 by 38 inches and then I'll be holding them together with clear tape. Once I was done, I'll be covering one side with a black glossy contact paper. Once I was done, I'll glue it around the embroidery hoop. Next, I use a poster board to cut out a 3-inch circle and 2.5 inches inside, and then I'll be placing it on the back side of the mirror reflection paper, and I'll be creating my Chanel logos. Cut out a set of 4. I applied them 6 inches apart around the lampshade. I'll be using a 12-inch black plate and I'll be flipping it to the back side, applying hot glue in the center, and then I'll be attaching my tubing and applying hot glue around the inner edges and attaching the body form. I glued on the lampshade on top, and for lighting, I used one remote LED touch light. And here's the finished look. This is a stunning and beautiful Chanel lamp. And if you are that Chanel glam queen, this is the perfect lamp for you. And if you're not, and you would like to start being that Chanel queen, this is the perfect lamp to start off with. And let's not forget the beautiful lighting and stunning shimmering that will bring into that special place and room in your home. This is a very budget-friendly lamp, and the most time-consuming was to apply the acrylic diamonds. The second DIY, it was a request to make a Chanel wall decor out of chains, so I use this photo as my inspiration, and I'll be starting off with a 20 by 20 cardboard and a 7 by 8 mirror, and I'll be taking it apart and tracing it and gluing it in the center. Once I was done, I'll be taking measurements of the cardboard to cut out the size that I would like. Before I continue, I'll be creating a hook and I'll be using black ribbon and my X-Acto knife, punching 2 holes and pushing the ribbon through. Once I was done, I'll be gluing my mirror in the center. Next, I'll be using 4 skeleton chains, and I'll be cutting them to the length that I need, and then I'll be gluing them around the frame on the board. Next, I'll be repeating the same steps and adding 2 more rows of chains. Next, I'll be using 4 5-inch square mirrors, and I already pre-cut my boards and attached the ribbons, and I'll be creating 2 side mirror wall decors. Next, I'll be gluing 2 mirrors on each board where I already traced my lines. Next, I'll be repeating the same gluing steps with the chains, but this time I'll be using just 1 row of chains. Once I was done, I took all 3 pieces, applied 1 coat of white spray paint and 1 coat of metallic silver. To create my Chanel logos, I already pre-cut foam board, and I'll be using a 3-inch round cup to get my circles, and I'll be tracing them. I needed a 1.5-inch circle in the center, so I'll be using this glitter container to create my circle. To complete my C, I'll be connecting both ends, and then I'll be cutting it out. I repeated the same steps on the second one, and now I'll be gluing them both together. Next, I'll be applying Mod Podge, and then I'll be applying black glitter. I made a medium-sized one and 2 smaller sides. Next, to seal in the glitter, I'll be applying clear school glue. Around the edges, I glued on single strips of gem wrap. Next, I took black mesh gem wrap and I cut them into single strips and I glued them around the frame. I took the logo and I glued it in the center on the bottom side of the frame. Next, I took loose acrylic diamonds and I glued them all over on top of the chains in no particular pattern. And here's the finished looks. Really do love the way these Chanel wall mirror decors turned out. And keep in mind that this DIY was created back when I started my YouTube career. Thank you so much for all your love and support. Without you, I would not be where I'm at today. All three pieces are beautiful and stunning, and with the proper placement and lighting, you'll have three beautiful Chanel wall decors. And for my third DIY, I'll be creating a Chanel Glamorous wall clock, and I use these photos as my inspiration. Start off, I'll be working on the top clock lid, and I will start off with strong foam board that I purchased from Walmart. Next, I'll be using an 18-inch platter, and I'll place it on the foam board, and then I'll trace the circle. And for the center of the circle, I'll be using a 16-inch platter. Once I was done with both circles, I'll be using my X-Acto knife to cut them both out. To make the top of the lid stronger, I'll be gluing them both together, and for the remainder of this DIY, I'll be using my strongest glue sticks. I'll have a complete list of all items used in the description bar below. When I was done, I took it to a well-ventilated area and spray painted one coat of metallic silver. Once my lid was dry, I'll start applying silver glitter and clear school glue. And let's not forget the beautiful lighting and shimmering that will bring into that special room in your home. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this DIY as much as I enjoyed creating it. Now don't forget, I post new DIY videos every week. Like and share with family and friends, and subscribe if you haven't. Comment if you wish. Turn on your notification bells for more upcoming future videos. I'll see you on my next DIY upload.